What's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMG WTF LOL FTW BRB. I'm not exactly sure why I'm recording so late. I'm a little tired right now, but I just finished booking NXT, and I wanted to get it up for you guys. I'm planning on getting a WCW and a Montreal Aftermath up today. Maybe an ROH. Don't hold your breath. I'm kind of trying to make up for lost time. If you haven't noticed, I haven't uploaded in a little while. I'm recently just getting sick, and holidays and whatnot just happened as well. So along with that, and I've just worked a lot, so recording sometimes gets a little difficult. But don't you worry, there, nerds and geeks. I'll get into it. Not only that, but I had a lot of videos I actually wanted to get up before the end of the year, but my Microsoft Word kind of crapped out on me. But I got that fixed now, so hopefully I'll be able to get those videos up here. Maybe not. It's not gonna be by the end of the year, but it's they'll be up. Don't worry, and you're gonna like them. I will say one thing. One of the videos that I wanted to get up, and hopefully it'll be up before my birthday, which is January 14th, was a review of Total Extreme Wrestling 2013. So hopefully we'll get that one up soon. But before we move on to NXT, I know a lot of you were like, "Oh, just click run the show already." Before we move on to NXT, I want to make one announcement. Even though this is NXT, it's not NXT. I messed up a little bit. I clicked to proceed to the next day or the next, to the show by accident. I didn't mean to click it that early. I forgot to call up the people I wanted to call up, and I forgot to edit the popularities of the NXT stars. I'm going to edit the popularity and the region so they still get good reactions. So I messed up on that, but this is NXT. It's just kind of like a combination of WWE and NXT at the same time. Whereas the other NXT shows, I'm going to be more NXT and NXTE. I don't know. Also, I did set up my own arena. It's the Full Sail Arena, or the NXT Arena. It houses 400 people. Not a lot of people at all. I Googled online how many people Full Sail actually houses, and it said about 400 plus. So there is no option for 400 plus, so I just went with 400 because that's what they say. NXT is, I'm trying to make it as legit or realistic as possible with it. So yeah, we'll just I don't know how I'm gonna be doing the shows. NXT is the main reason why I did restart this playthrough, because I wanted to do this kind of stuff. So it's gonna be a little bit of a learning process. Trying to do it in a way where I can keep the people in developmental while still being able to do the NXT show. But we'll see how it works out. Either way, like I said, this isn't exactly how I would like NXT to have been booked, but it is what we're going to have to deal with because I messed up. Either way, let's do this. So for the pre-show is a little bit more like NXT than what you would see than on the actual show. I'm kind of glad that this wasn't on the actual show, because this was a horrible grade, a 21 E-. It says awful match, completely devoid of heat. The tag team champions Blake and Murphy defeating Colt Toombs, who is the son of Roddy Piper, and Ross Von Erich, who is the son of Kevin Von Erich. I think it's either Kevin or Kerry Von Erich. I'm not sure. Short match, but it still was awful. Blake defeated Russ with a submission. Not fixed that. They do not have submission moves. Colt Toombs got a 40 on a legitimate athlete gimmick, whatever. And Ross Von Erich got a 69 on traditional family tradition gimmick. I'm sorry, like I said, I'm a little tired. That did bring the crowd mood down, and Blake's using subtle mannerisms and a future heel turn. For some reason, he wasn't a heel at first, despite almost every freaking person being a heel, which is why I brought Toombs and Von Erich up to job out, but whatever. Did we at least have any improvements? No. Out of curiosity. Look at all this. So Blake gets a negative crowd reaction. Poor psychology. Murphy gets a negative crowd reaction too. Well, the crowd does not like Blake and Murphy. Sorry, Dave Scott. Moving on, we go to 34 E+. Another bad match. What? Why did this do bad? I'll have to check that out. Awful match, completely devoid of heat. Sasha Banks, the NXT Women's Champion, defeating Alicia Fox with the Wheelbarrow Bulldog. She was offered game. There are no worker improvements. What was bad about this? Okay, for one, Sasha Banks didn't get anything, like any bonuses. Sasha Banks was holding back. Oh, she's got a poor gimmick apparently. Huh, interesting. Whatever. And then the final match on the pre-show gets a 43D. And about that had soldering action, but non-existent crowd heat. Finn Balor and Hideo Itami defeating Adam Rose and Heath Slater. When Balor defeated Rose with the double knee gutbuster. Got a 77 on his show stealer gimmick. And Itami foreshadowed a face turn. I'm assuming Finn Balor did as well because both of them are heels for some reason. Also, Hitami's improving in flying and performance. Okay. So most of those matches were just a way to get people momentum and introduce to the crowd a little bit. Moving on, we go to a 53 C- to start off the night. The WWE Tag Team Champions in action, the Upper Cats, which was suggested by one of you lovely nerds and geeks. I believe it was Nuked. I don't remember. I don't know how to pronounce your name. It's like Nexyt, I think. Nuked. It's my best shot. Sorry, buddy. Thanks for the suggestion, though. I love the name. Upper Cats. Clever as hell. Cesaro with his uppercut moves and Tyson Kidd with his love for cats. Love the name. So anyway, we got a 53 C- to start the night with the Tag Team Champions defeating Xavier Woods and Zack Ryder. And Kofi did some good work ringside. Zack was off his game. Ryder's improving in Rumble. Xavier's improving in performance. So that's that. We then have Brian Kendrick, or excuse me, the Brian Kendrick, having an interview hyping his upcoming battle against Finn Balor. And that confirms that next week we will see the debut of Finn Balor on NXT TV when Brian Kendrick takes on Finn Balor. So there we go. I don't know why I look for improvements, but what is this? Oh, he's got a soft drugs habit. Oh no. He smokes a little bit of weed. Oh no. Whatever. And low momentum. Whatever. And then we go into a music video promoting Finn Balor. Not doing too good with their ratings right now, nerds and geeks. But like I said, a lot of people don't have much popularity. I messed up. And then we have a 46D. In a match with some good action, but not much weight and heat. Rhino defeating Jack Swagger with a pile driver. Jack and Zeb, of course, have excellent chemistry, but interesting enough, Swagger and Rhino don't click. Sucks for them. And then we go on to a backstage promo with Sasha Banks. There's that. Sasha definitely needs a new gimmick. If I can change that. Cheap little video for the Roman Bray feud just because I needed time. Another thing that sucks about NXT, I don't know if I can change it anymore. I don't think I can. I wish I would have made it more of a wrestling-based show. I kind of just made it normal, and the angles are killing me. Way too many angles for NXT. All right, Kevin Owens comes out, does an open challenge pretty much, says he'll put the title on the line. Unlike Kevin Owens, but like I said, it's just me doing this. Blah, 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 blah. Neville comes out and accepts, and then we have our match. It's a 54 C-, solid in ring action, non-existent crowd heat. Owens defeating Neville, not by submission. What the heck is with everyone in submissions? Either way, I'm not too happy with the actually, that's not too bad. A 55 C-, that's not bad for a rating, but it doesn't really increase our popularity anyway, from what I understand. I don't think we can lose or increase popularity off of NXT because it is a B show. But yeah. I'm still going to try to make it a good show. So that's actually not too bad. A 55 C-. I'm actually pretty satisfied with that. I was expecting worse. I was expecting a D. We're going to send some people back down before we end off this episode. Mainly, see, that's the sucky thing with like Blake and Murphy and Sasha Banks right now. They obviously need more time in developmental, but which is surprisingly because Sasha Banks is so freaking great. But yeah, they need more time in developmental, but I can't send them down. I can't send Owens, Banks, Blake, or Murphy down because they will forfeit the titles, and well, I don't want that. So we're gonna have to keep them up there until we have them drop the titles. Which any if any indication of the matches they just had, we might have to take the titles off them pretty soon. Lukewarm doesn't seem to have gone down particularly well. I do not care. I thought that's pretty good if you're whatever. Did not go that well. Are you kidding me? It's pretty good if you ask me. Oh, Melina's retiring. Oh no. So let's look at who are we hiring. The Big O. All right, all right. Complete contract. There you go. Lucky Cannon. So much better as a heel though. Okay. Mandy Leone. All right. Marshall Von Erich. So now we can finally have the Von Erichs. Taylor Hendricks. Big fan of Taylor Hendricks. And Tessa Blanchard. KK. All right. And then what do we have here? Just some. Oh, that's the one thing though. We might lose our deal with Hulu. Just some contract stuff to other people. Alrighty then, let's send those people down to developmental real quick. Who was it again? Blake? No, I can't. How long are you out again? By chance? Physical? 25 days, okay. With temporary soul separation. Bravery. I forgot who I'm looking for. Colt. That's someone I'm looking for. Alright, Colt. Back down to developmental you go. And I know also we're going to be looking for the other Von Erich, but was there anybody else? That's why I'm going to go through all of them, just to double check to make sure. Because I don't want to leave somebody up here. Just in case. You know, get them their experience. They needs it. I completely skipped over Russ. I know it's Ross, but I mistake him for Russ all the time, so that's why he's renamed Russ Von Erich. Just because I mistake him as that name, so sucks for him as well. Oh, Ty Dillinger. See? I'm glad I caught that. I think Ty Dillinger doesn't want to go down, actually. Yeah. So I was going to give him a chance. But I think otherwise, Ty, you're going back down. Perfect 10. Alrighty then. I think that's about it for me. Yeah, I don't have much else to do. I'm going to call people like the Big O and all them up real quick and give them the names I'd like them to have. But other than that, nerds and geeks, hope you have enjoyed. Wasn't the best NXT apparently. It was lukewarm, but it did pretty well in my opinion. It wasn't the NXT I wanted to book, but hopefully next time we'll have things a little better because I'm going to edit the, like I said, the popularity of some of the stars and all that. That way they get a little bit more of a reaction. So other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy.